Hello and welcome to today's live coaching call and community conversation. Today we're going to be asking ourselves the question, am I eating too much food? And how do we figure out the right amount of food that we're supposed to eat? So welcome. If you're new here, my name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman, as well as the Midlife Mindset Shift course. And here we talk about all things for us as aging women living in today's world. And we do this on the premise mostly of intermittent fasting. So welcome to today's conversation. If you're joining us on YouTube, please take a second to hit that subscribe button and or hit that like button if you're interested in today's conversation and it's serving you. We always appreciate that. And as well, if you're joining us on Facebook, if you wouldn't mind making sure that you are set up to receive notifications, you're following the page, and you hit that like button. That just helps our community land in the hands of more women who are looking for this type of information. So I also like to remind everyone that I do talk from the standpoint of our own mindset and our thoughts. We know that there is lots of scientific information that's available out there that we can research. There are a lot of people talking about the premise of using intermittent fasting or nutritional changes from the scientific standpoint. But I really do like to bring it home here for us women and have us think about, how's that working for us, right? Or am I really in an opportunity to get the results that I really say that I want for myself? So we're going to do that in today's conversation as well. So there are the obvious signs that we're consuming too much food, right? We know that when our body size and weight changes, it's obvious that something's not working in the direction that we want it to go to. And it can just be that we are not thinking about how food is landing in our life, or we're not using food appropriately. So if you notice that you are changing the physique, your physique is changing and it's going in a direction you don't want it to go, it could just be that food is not landing appropriately in your life. You might be consuming too much of it, or you might be consuming it for the wrong reasons. We all do that, right? Under stress or for disappointment or whatever it is we're using food for inappropriately could be why you're eating just too much of it. The second sign that you're eating too much food for your body is you lose that energized sense of calm. So your body's constantly working to process new energy, and it's not pulling from the energy stores that you have. This is where fasting has really been beneficial for so many of us. And that creates that internal energy, or what we like to call here the energized sense of calm. When you feel the energized sense of calm, you know that your body's doing that work for you. So 2 signs to look for that might be an indicator that you are chasing food and not letting food serve you nutritionally is that your physique is changing weight-wise, shape-wise, you're feeling bloated, all those things. Even inflammation can be a sign of that. Or you're losing that internal energy that we benefit from being in a fasted state and eating the appropriate amount of food. Anything that's over is going to stop that opportunity for your body to find its own internal energy. So there must be some new scientific research that's out, because I've been seeing a trend with a lot of experts talking about fasting. And if you're gaining weight, the first thing that you should do is switch the fasting. And I don't hear a lot of people talking about switching or connecting or varying up what it is we're doing in our feasting window and really cluing into, how are we using food? Am I going through a stressful time? Am I using food appropriately? Am I making too many exceptions when I'm really not following the rules that I have set up for myself? And am I allowing that to happen in a way that's resulting in me not being happy with what it is that I say that I want? And if that's the case, if food's the problem, or how we think about food, or how we manage food, or how we're using food is the problem, why would we ever want to change what we're doing in our fasting window? But there is that scientific data that everyone runs to. And I really want us to think about, man, if I really got honest with myself, is it my fasting, or is it what I'm allowing to happen when I'm in the decision-making process of choosing my food? And that often is where we find the problem, is we're not being honest with ourselves about what it is that we say that we want. And then when we don't get what we want, we find something that we can blame for it without ever kind of going internal and really thinking about it could just be us making too many exceptions or telling ourselves little convenient mistruths, right? About the choices that we're making. When we can get really honest with ourselves about how food lands in our lives, give ourselves permission to enjoy life when we choose to enjoy life, and then pull it back and be a little bit more disciplined when we say we want to be disciplined, and just let it kind of flow with the way life is going, then we don't have to worry about, am I eating too much food? Am I consuming too many calories? Why is it that I can't manage my macros? All those things can go away because we're just going to go down to the simple, honest truth about how we as women are mentally and emotionally choosing our food, and is that serving us physically? So if you're feeling like you're not getting the results that you were hoping for, I want you to consider the feasting window. I want you to consider how it is you're choosing your food. What kind of exceptions are you allowing in, and how often are you allowing those exceptions in? And is that really what you say that you want for yourself? I talk a lot here about my own realizations with this and why it is I became a mindset coach for fasting as opposed to a scientific or nutritional coach with fasting, because I was going through some of these same kind of obstacles myself. And one of the things that really made me go, was when I was eating my avocado oil potato chips because those were healthy. And I had to stop and think to myself, how many times does a woman eat bags of avocado oil potato chips and also have the body that she says that she really wants? And I had to come clean with myself, right? And so if you are doing those kind of things and making those kind of exceptions and finding all the healthy snacky foods or all the healthy processed foods, because they are out here today, those are going to always be the extras that are going to really hold you back. And that might be the too much that you're indulging in, which is keeping you from looking and feeling your best and living your most authentic life. And you know that that's what we are striving for here. Okay, so if you haven't taken our class yet, I'm going to post on Facebook and YouTube the link to find out more. Our next course does start March the 4th. We talk about all of this inside of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course, and I make you think for yourself about what it is that you say that you want and why it is you're not able to achieve that. And we break that all down in class. And I would love to have you as part of our graduates community. Okay, so let me see who we have here in the questions or the comment section. Now's your chance to get some live coaching and participate in the community. So if you're joining us live, please make sure you're using that comment section. If you're catching this on the rebroadcast, please use the comment section as well. I do go back and monitor my comments, and I will always be happy to address you or acknowledge you if you take the time to leave us a comment. Okay, Jan Rudolph, August 22 grad. Diane, can you talk a little bit more about the ideal fat burning zone? Is it 70 to 80% of your maximum heart rate? How long should we stay in it a day, and how many days a week? Down 25 pounds, 20 to go. Okay, so let me break your comment down in a couple different sections. And I had the privilege of reading it beforehand, so I'm a little bit prepared for this one. So thank you for jumping on early. There is no such thing as an ideal fat burning zone. So we have to get rid of that thought, right? The thing that's going to be ideal for Jan is what Jan's body responds to, and only Jan can figure that out. So you have to do some experimenting with some things and stay consistent long enough over time for your body to adapt to those changes that you're making and the activity that you're participating in. So there's nothing that's ever ideal, and there's no target that we can ever strive for that's ever going to be perfect. So what I recommend doing, Jan, is if you've already lost 25 pounds and you have 20 to go, just find comfort in the fact that what you're doing is working for you, and you can just consistently stick to that. And over time, if your body is in a position to let go of that last 20 pounds, it 100% will. So you can find comfort in that. The other thing that I want you to think about is, what are you willing to do consistently over time to make that next shift for you happen? That's what's going to be the most ideal for you, because what you're living authentically, which is why we use that word here a lot, is what you're going to stick to. And that's going to be the habits that you create and the lifestyle that you create around taking care of your body. And that's where you're going to start to see the next set of results. So if you're doing something to try to reach an ideal, or you're doing something to try to reach something perfectly, you're probably going to always feel like you're falling short. Play around with some different fat or with some different training heart rate zones and see where your body responds the most and where you're finding the most joy and the best results. And that's going to be what's going to be ideal for you. I tend to work out personally in a mid to high zone 2 and a low zone 3. And I peekaboo into zone 4 on occasion, just depending on how I'm feeling. But in no way is being in a 4 or being in a 2 for a certain amount of time going to be good or bad. It's just basically how my body's going to respond to that and what I feel on that given day. So find some comfort in that. Find where you get the most satisfaction out of working out, because that's going to keep you in the game, Jen, and that's where you're going to get the most ideal results for you and what it is that you say that you want for yourself. So I hope that that helps you. What I would do is look up the charts that are online, knowing that they are just charts. They're just numbers that are thrown out there based on some test that was done in some laboratory somewhere at some given time, and just find where you really enjoy exercise and where you're seeing the results for your body, and then that's where you want to spend your time. So hopefully that helps you. Doretta, I'm sitting here anxiously awaiting your community conversation. I've learned so much and I keep listening to keep my head in the game. Lost 60 pounds since May 22. Thanks, Diane. You're welcome, my friend. And you're the perfect example of consistency over time and really finding what's working for you so you can stay in the game. I say this all the time for myself personally. I will fast for the rest of my life in some way, shape, or form, because I love it, right? And I've seen the amazing benefits that it has provided for me. Am I doing it perfectly? Probably not. Am I doing it according to the books? Probably not. Am I doing it according to the latest scientific data? Absolutely not. But I love it. And I love the way that I've carved it out for me authentically. And so that's what's going to keep me in the game as well. So Dorita, keep doing the work, my friend. You are so worth it. And you are a proof that when you find something that's working for you, it definitely does work. Debbie, here from Connecticut. Thank you for all you do. Been fasting 24 for 8 months, down 15 pounds, still have 20 to go. My body went on hiatus. Today's topic may be just what I need. Yeah, so I would say if you're feeling like you are making really good strides and then all of a sudden the strides stop, just go back to those questions of, am I really making informed decisions based on what it is that I say that I really want? And if you really want to get those last 20 pounds, then you probably got to rein some things in and make a few less exceptions. The other thing about the last 20 pounds or the last 10 pounds or the last 5 pounds or whatever it is we're striving for to hit that number, just know that that's your brain picking a random number out of the sky and hoping that your body will accommodate it. What if you could just be good where you are? And then if you are really honest with yourself and you've got the consistency part down and you're making informed decisions and you're not making excuses for things, what if it just happened and you didn't have to focus on it? That's what really happened for me when I first started my intermittent fasting journey. When I took the focus off the weight came off. When I was focused on the weight, it was like watching water boil, right? It seems like it takes forever. And then when I just didn't make that the focus and I really turned it to health and really enjoying what I was doing with fasting and really enjoying what I was learning about feasting and how my body responded, the rest of it took care of itself. So just enjoy your life, my friend, because most of the time what happens is when we get to that number, we change things and then we lose the number. So you're not going to ever be constant. Just rinse and repeat, and I promise you things will work out. Debbie from Connecticut. Oh, I think I just read that one. Another Debbie. Thank you for all you do. Okay, I think I read that one. Been fasting 24 for 8 months and lost 15 pounds, but gained 3 back. My body went on hiatus. Gaining 3 pounds back is not really gaining weight. Remember, our body's always doing this. Don't hyper focus on the up and down part of it. Focus on the consistency part of it. How are you waking up every day? Are you looking and feeling your best? Are you really making honest decisions? Do you have that internal energy? Are you feeling like you're clear-minded and focused? Look for all of those things and look less at the weight, because a woman's body is always going to do this, and you're going to get super stressed out about the 3 pounds, and before you know it, it's just going to go away on its own. So just enjoy the process, my friend. Sharon, I'm so glad you caught me live. I love when we get to come live and it's like holidays for people, because then you guys get to actually be part of the conversation. I love it. Natalie, happy Monday from Houston. Glad to be part of the Diane Parham journey. I'm doing well. Thank you. You're welcome, my friend. And I'm happy to have you on our journey as well. Finally, hopefully you're warm in Houston. It's warm here and we are loving it. Brenda from North Carolina, good to have you with us, my friend. I haven't seen you in a while. Demery, if I follow one meal a day, I am fine. But if I don't follow one meal a day, then I gain weight right away and feel terrible. Well, there you go. You're a perfect example of figuring out what's most authentic to you and really enjoying what it is that you've carved out for yourself, and just rinse and repeat that process. Allow for those memory making moments, and consistently over time, do what is yielding you the best results. Rachel, been fasting 24 for 3 weeks now. And oh my gosh, my inflammation is down and I'm down 4 pounds. Thank you for all you do. Rachel, you're super welcome. And that 4 pounds is probably all of that inflammation that you've been walking around with, right? I say, we always are excited when we lose the weight and then don't credit that to the inflammation being gone. So you lost 4 pounds of inflammation, which means you are on your way to really making sure that you're managing your internal health well. So congratulations on that. And just know that, like I said, this is going to happen, right? So the inflammation you notice is gone is also the equivalent of that 4 pounds. And then just know you might go up a pound or two. That's okay. You're on the journey. Just stick to what works for you. And I promise you, in the end, it all washes out. Carrie, August 22 grad, you were so spot on with food and using it for the wrong reasons. I'm working back to that incredible feeling of the energized sense of calm. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. The energized sense of calm is sitting there waiting for you to let it happen, right? If we move out of the way, the energized sense of calm is just what our body has been designed to do. If we're eating too much, we miss the energy. And so give your body the opportunity to get that internal energy. So, food is energy, right? So we take it in, and it is energy that our body needs to survive. That's just the way we've been designed. But too much new energy does go into storage, and that can make us feel kind of weighted down and heavy and sluggish and even fatigued, right? So it kind of works in the opposite effect. And so finding that happy medium between your fasting schedule and eating enough food, nutrient wise, to sustain what it is that we want to sustain in our life, but then also giving your body that beautiful opportunity to go in and create its own energy from your storage. And that's really what we're looking for here. So I'm glad you're figuring that out. Sylvia, August 22 grad. I'll see you hopefully on our live in the Midlife Mindset Shift course in just a little bit. Carrie, love that. Time to come clean with myself. You're the best. Yeah, and it is. It's just pulling us back to center. And we all go in that direction. I do the same thing. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Why do I feel this way? Why do I feel so sluggish? Why do I feel like my jeans aren't fitting the way they used to feel? And then I go, oh, yeah, okay. Well, now I know why. I wasn't really being honest with myself. And that's okay too. What we really got to come to grips with is the conflict. We talk about this here all the time, right? We want harmony, and oftentimes we have this conflict. But I'm doing this thing. Why do I feel this way? And if we close the gap on the space in between and really get down to being honest with ourselves, that's when the harmony happens, and then we find that perfect mix. And so if you're feeling like, yeah, but I only did this one thing, and we're saying that consistently instead of consistently sticking to what it is we say we want, that's when we start to run into problems, but we just pull it back to center. Chill lover, or shy lover, I guess it is. I'm doing alternate day fasting. How many calories should I be eating on my eating days? I'm scared I may be eating too much or too little calories. I'm not an alternate day fasting person personally. I like intermittent fasting, so the 24-hour cycle of a fast and a feast. And so I also am not a fan of counting calories or feeling like we have to hit a certain calorie target. Our body has hormones to do that for us. And those are those hunger cues that we need to learn how to manage and balance out. That's what I teach inside the class. So you have to figure that out for you. I can't just give you some random number. I know there are people who will be willing to do that. So if that's what you need, I'm just not going to be that girl for you. You just have to figure that out for you based on the signs and signals your body's giving you on your hunger cues and how you're feeling and what ultimately it is that you want. I must say I didn't see the rest of that. Valerie Rains, you must be on a break from school today. Still living an amazing life thanks to you. Lost 50 pounds 4 years ago. Join her class. She's the GOAT. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And it is always so good to see you. Hopefully you have a day off today. Our kids are in school today because we had a snow day, believe it or not, a couple weeks ago. So they're having to make up some lost time. But I am so, so glad to see you. I think about you often, and I'm glad that you are still doing well and reaping all the benefits of the work that you did when you were in class with us. Rachel, I have to get back to work, but excited for the new class. I'm excited for you too, my friend. Go enjoy work. Tamara, October 22 grad. Is it okay to continue to sip on flavored water or tea an hour or so after finishing our one meal a day? or would that still count as our eating window? So here's the way I like to just clearly define a fasting window and a feasting window. A fasting window is going to be determined based on, Tamara, what it is you say that you want for yourself. And we all go through different seasons of what it is that we say that we want for ourselves. For me, in the beginning, I didn't do one thing to interrupt my 20-hour fast or my 4-hour feast, or if I was fasting for 22, my 2-hour feast, whatever. I was diligent because I didn't want to die a diabetic. I didn't want my brain to just dissolve inside of my head. And that's the route I felt like I was going on. And so I was very diligent about it. Then when I reversed a lot of those things I was unhappy with and I got what I said I really wanted, then I started playing around with my fasting window and my feasting window to maintain what it was that I was able to achieve and not feel like I was sliding backward. And anytime I made a decision that I felt like I was sliding backward, I went back to what I knew worked for me. So you have to test that out for you and then make sense out of that in your own brain. So if you're doing one meal a day, but you also enjoy having some flavored tea or water, then test that out. And is that working for you still? And are you still reaping all the benefits of your one meal a day lifestyle? Then enjoy your flavored whatever. If you're feeling like it's causing you to slip backward, or it's causing you to have all these thoughts in your head that you're questioning, then I say it's not worth it yet for you until you've resolved those thoughts and those issues. And so test it out. Might be great for you. But I wouldn't be the one to know that. You have to test that out for you. Demarie, I'm down 105 pounds in 8 months. Girlfriend, you go. That is awesome. Good for you. 105 pounds is like a small person. So you are doing great. I love that for you. Esther, I really worry that breaking my fast with a fat is counterintuitive. So far, my experience on doing that is weight gain. Have you learned that most do better breaking a fast with protein or fat? It doesn't matter what most people are doing, Esther. What matters is that you're doing that and you feel that it's counterintuitive because you are also seeing signs that you're gaining weight. So that's where I would do something different. And I would do it for a couple of weeks. So change what you're breaking your fast with and then see if you get a different result. No one's going to be able to tell you what that result is except for you and your body. So switch it up and give it a test. Give it a good solid 2 weeks and see if you're getting the change that you want. And I don't know what the fat is that you're consuming, and I don't know what it is you're going to choose to put in your break fast, but keep a diary of it so you'll know what's working for you. And then every body is different. So there is not one way to do anything. You've got to figure that out for you, Esther, and you are so worth the work. So put it in 2 weeks, test something new and see how it works. Angela, hit the like button, ladies. This is life-changing info. 123 grad, down 30 pounds. Pain, headaches, and inflammation are gone. Of course they are, my friend, because you let your body do what it's been designed to do. And I'm so proud of you and so happy for you for doing that work in your thought process so that your body can yield the results. And you're doing great emotionally about it too, which I love. Emma Breezy. Or Monica, I upped my exercise a lot and I'm eating too much now. Weight loss has stalled, so I need to get this under control. Thanks so much, Diane. October grad in the mindset class. Yeah, and if you want to bring that up inside the mindset shift course, we can break down. You can go into detail a little bit more about what you're doing with your exercise and what you've added in with your feasting. And we can see if we can find something we can tweak slightly, just enough to create the change that you're hoping for. And oftentimes when we up our exercise, we do have a little blurb in weight because our body is breaking down to build back up, right? And so we have a little bit of water retention in our muscles as part of the healing process. And so let's make sure that we're clear on the changes you're going to make. Don't change a bunch of things at one time because we want to get to the bottom of where it is going in the direction that you're not happy with. So bring that to the mindset shift course. I would love to help you get through that. Lynn, I had to come clean and ditch my face my organic popcorn and pistachios too much. So now I'm backing off a bit to see the needle move. We got this, ladies. Yeah, I've shared with you guys too about my whole addiction to eating all the salted nuts and the roasted this and the trail mix and all that, and not really managing how much of that we're eating. And that adds up very quickly. And it is not always the most nutrient dense way to get our nutrition in. So yeah, sometimes we just got to go, oh, okay, let me just pull this away. I also had this thought one time, this might help you too, where we had some, I don't know, it was like some toffee or something like that, or taffy is what it was. It was taffy that we had on the kitchen counter in a little candy dish. And every time I walked through the kitchen, I mindlessly just grabbed a piece. And I'm like, how many days or how many times in a day can I have a piece of taffy, all sugar, and also like get the results that I'm hoping for? And so I just put it out of sight, right? And sometimes just removing things out of the way so you break the habit can be enough to just bring our mind back to center and change things for you. So yeah, my friend, organic popcorn and pistachios are one of those as well. And anytime I eat pistachios, I eat them from the shell because it takes more time and more effort to get to the actual pistachio as opposed to just grabbing a handful. So sometimes we could just play little tricks on our brain too. But you got this for sure. Just me. Hello, Diane. August 22 grad, current mindset shift student. I love you guys. Yes, I had to ditch my favorite popcorn, even though it was considered non-GMO. It was too much. And we got this. Yeah, for sure. And, popcorn is that thing too we tend to do at night idly. And I went through all of those as well. And so sometimes just, pick certain nights that you're going to have popcorn as opposed to just because it's night, I have popcorn, can also be that thing where you can enjoy your popcorn and also reap the benefits that you say that you want. And this is where we do a lot of the boundaries and circumstances work inside the midlife mindset shift course. We do it a lot inside the intermittent fasting course as well. And what if Saturday night was the night that you enjoyed your organic non-GMO popcorn and you just let that be what it is on Saturday and not just because it's nighttime? And sometimes that's a good thought process to go through as well. Diana, I must give kudos to whoever designed your online class. It's so well done. I was so disappointed when it ended. November 22 grad. I'm in the same weight when I got married 33 years ago. Yay, you, for sure. And I take that compliment. I designed the intermittent fasting for today's aging woman course because I am you, and exactly everything that I went through is now what I teach inside the course, day by day by day. And so you're reaping the same results and the same experiences that I went through myself, because I know I am just a version of all of you women who are feeling frustrated as well. So thank you so much for the compliment, and I'm glad you enjoyed class. I lost 2 clothing sizes worth of bulk and am now holding the weight. Healed the inflammation, stabilized insulin. Now I'm just fasting for maintenance, and I love it. Sylvia, girlfriend, I am so proud of you. I am so, so proud of you, because the way you think and the way you explain your thoughts today is just so different than when I first met you inside the intermittent fasting course. And it's very obvious that you're doing the work. And I love that for you. And I know you're helping a lot of other women as well, because the feedback that you get inside our midlife mindset shift course with how you explain yourself and the thought process that you go through are paying it forward to other women. So make sure you are giving yourself a big pat on the back for all the good work you're doing for you. Faye, why do some people find it easy to stay in maintenance while others like myself struggle? 3 years to get here, and I was hoping it wouldn't be so much work forever. Lose focus and motivation. Well, that's because you're thinking it's work. I don't think intermittent fasting every day and being very conscious about my food choices is work. I think it's a gift. I think it's something I get to do. I don't have to do it. And you're assuming, right? This is the thing we do also, that other people aren't struggling. My whole life, I have been told that how lucky I am that not having to manage weight is not anything that I have to deal with. I've been told my whole life how lucky it is that I'm fit. It's not luck. I work really hard. I get up when other people don't want to get up. I run when other people don't want to run. I've lifted weights when I didn't want to lift weights. I've made nutritional choices when other people didn't make the same kind of nutritional choices. It's not luck. It's very well thought out. And it's me listening to my body and learning what it is that I want for myself. So you're not only struggling if you call it a struggle, Faye. And if struggle isn't working for you, then consider it an opportunity, as you can struggle through it or you can take advantage of the opportunity. I choose to take advantage of the opportunity of knowing that this is how my body responds well to life and choices that I make. And you have that same opportunity to do the same thing for you. So I would work on your mindset, and I would change some words that you're using if what you're currently doing is not serving you. If you don't want to struggle either and you'd rather do other things, you have that choice also. But there's not anyone who's going through life any easier than you or with any more struggle. That's just a perception that we tend to come up with. So think about that a little bit too. Loretta, hello from South Carolina. Dale, January 23 grad. Can I say I honestly hit the ground running these days? Energy high, sleeping deep, feeling great, and loving my life. That's what I love to hear, my friend. I love that for you. You also did the work to make that happen for yourself, and hitting the ground running these days is great. So keep up all of the things that you're doing. The consistency over time will never, ever let you down. I promise you that. Hey, Diane, August grad, current mindset shift class. See you soon. Yeah, we'll be in the mindset shift course in 30 minutes. I can't wait to talk to you guys. Loving them, losing weight, still working on healing. Deborah, in the current mindset set class. Yeah, you're in the current mindset shift class because we always have to learn, right? We always have things coming up in our life that's going to make our brain go in a direction we don't want it to go, and having resources and community. And this is why I come here every Mondays and Thursday, is to help us all reframe our brain. I do it for you. I do it for me. I do it for us. We always have to be working on our thoughts and making sure that we're managing in the way that's going to serve us. And so we're right here with a good group of people, my friend. Angela, I just donated all of my 1X, 2X, and 3X clothing. When my daughter visits from Finland in May, she will not recognize me. Thanks, Diane. Angela, she will recognize you because daughters always recognize their mothers, but I think she's going to be amazed at all the good work you did to be healthy. And what I think she's going to recognize, Angela, the most is how happy you are. And the happy and healthy component is beautiful. It's what we all should be striving for. So she will definitely recognize you, but she will be delighted at how happy and healthy you are appearing. And that's what we really all want for ourselves, right? And so she's going to be so happy for you, and she's going to you guys are just going to have the best of time. And I'm really, really happy for you for that too. Margaret, trying to get back to eating 24, not been doing it. Okay, so perfect. So Margaret, here's all you have to do is just do it, right? If you're trying to get back to eating 24, then that's where the struggle is. And I want you to just decide you're going to do it. Do it today. Today, when you start your feasting opportunity, you're going to feast for 4 hours, and you're going to have a time that you're going to close that out, and you're going to start your next fast. Boom, it's done. You're now doing it. That's all you have to do. It is that simple. You're complicating it in your brain if you're stumbling through it. Just decide from tonight, end feast, tonight start fast. You're going to fast tomorrow for 20 hours. Check, done. Come back here on Thursday and tell us that you've been fasting for 20 hours and feasting for 4 since Monday afternoon. There you go. There's your plan. Dima, nothing to say in particular, just a big hello from Montreal, just because I can't miss any of our lives. Dima, you just say hello. Just say hello. I love hearing from you. I love seeing you here, and I appreciate you. Esther, that's amazing. Good for you. Yeah, for sure. Joe being Joe. Hello from Nova Scotia. I've been doing 1 meal a day for a few weeks, and it has helped me heal from my knee replacement surgery. Doctor said I'm ahead of schedule and I'm a good healer. I'm 67 years old. Yes, you are, because you've created the opportunity for healing. And that's ultimately what we're doing here, is just creating the opportunity for our body to heal. We do this, right? We move out of the way and say, body, do your magic, and we let the magic happen. And so Joe, being Joe, keep being Joe. I'm so happy for you. And I'm so glad that your doctor gets to experience you being such a great healer. Love it. Shauna, I can't believe this month is coming to a close. I can't wait to be a February 23 grad. One more week. And then make sure you guys are checking into the community group. I'm going to offer you the invitation to join us for the Midlife Mindset Shift course on Thursday. So I'll give you guys that opportunity to come into the next class with us. Maria, I'm in your class now. I've been fasting for 5 months, lost 27 pounds. I walk 5 times per week, 40 minutes, and have lots of energy. Girlfriend, you are crushing it. I love that for you. Sherry from Eagle, Idaho. No work today for President's Day. Congratulations. Doing an extended fast for colonoscopy tomorrow. Discovered I don't really need to add MCT oil to my coffee. Time to break the habit. Yeah, for sure. Give it a go. I got my coffee right here. Nothing in it, but just a good old cup of Joe. I love it. And I'm so excited for your colonoscopy tomorrow. Enjoy your nap. Enjoy being clean. And then you get to start fresh as soon as you wake up. I'm so happy for you, and I can't wait to hear the results. Idina, happy New Year from the beautiful shores of Bahamas. Girlfriend, October graduate, have been rinsing and repeating since December. Now back on my 24 fasting. I love it. Tamara, thank you, Diane, for always teaching us to trust ourselves. 100%, my friend. Tracy, thank you for sharing the things you've learned. Oh, always. I will never end. When is the next Mindset Shift course? Enrollment is opening up for my current Midlife Mindset Shift course members who are going to come in for another round. They're going to get an email today. So if you're graduating from your membership in February, you're going to get an email this afternoon from me with the opportunity to join us for the next session. If you're if you're a February 2023 intermittent fasting course member, you get the next invitation. You'll get a chance to enroll, and then I offer it to any of our other graduates. So you should be getting an email the end of this week, beginning of next week. We'll start around the beginning-ish of March. February is always funky because we have a couple days that makes it short for us, but the invitations are coming. Nina, I've been doing a 24 journey for the past 2 months. I've lost 5 pounds and have been fluctuating and feeling discouraged. I'm realizing I need to stop watching the scale and allow my body to just heal. Yeah, Nina, the best advice I can give you is to enjoy the process. Don't focus on the weight. Focus on that internal energy. Focus on what a lot of women share here with their healing opportunities. Create a lifestyle. And when we work on creating a lifestyle that we know can serve us well in so many areas of our life, and we stop focusing on what's not happening and we just trust what the possibilities of what can happen, then it's a journey that is just so fun to be on. So just make a couple of those little mindset shifts, and before you know it, you'll be right where you need to be. Anna, February class, love it. It's been truly life-changing for me. Lost 10 pounds and a size in clothing. Cannot wait to join your course that follows the IF class. I love you. I love you too, Anna. And yes, the interesting thing about class and what I love that you guys are willing to do for our community is come back and share what you're learning in class and how much you enjoy it. Because from the inside, sometimes it's just hard to get across to women, like, just take the class. Trust me, it's hard to explain, but something magical is going to happen for you. And I love that you guys are willing to re-emphasize that. That's what happens in class. You can have a life-changing experience. I don't know what your life-changing experience is yet because I'm not you and I don't know what you're going through, but something magical is going to happen for you. So just bet on that and just get off the fence and jump in with us. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. It is a great experience. Done. January 23 grad, just back from an annual doctor's appointment, went down another 5 pounds from last year. Blood pressure 110/70. Can't wait to get blood work back. Looking and feeling fabulous. Yeah, IF lifestyle. 100% done. 100%. And hopefully you went into the doctor like, can't wait to just have him tell me or her tell me how great I'm doing, right? As opposed to dragging and dreading the doctors. I love going to the doctors myself. It's like, give me the proof. Give me the proof. I need to get the proof. I mean, I know it's working, but I need to see the proof on paper. And that's what doctor's appointments are supposed to be, right? We're not supposed to go in dreading what kind of information we're going to get back. We want to go in anticipating the amazing information that we're going to have on paper, showing that the lifestyle we've created is in fact working for us. So girl, I can't wait for you to get that blood work back. Stephanie, I've been listening to your vlogs for a while, but haven't heard any mention of alcohol. Is it okay to consume alcohol during your feasting window? I'm joining your March 4th class. You can do anything that serves you. So here's what I teach you inside of the class. If you're drinking alcohol and you're happy and you're healthy and you're loving your life, then alcohol is not a problem. Enjoy your alcohol. If you're drinking alcohol and then you're also saying, but I don't feel good. I'm not waking up feeling great. My brain feels foggy. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I have this belly fat I can't get rid of. Then I would say you might want to evaluate where alcohol is landing for you if everything else that you're doing is on track. And this might be the one little thing. So you're the only one, Stephanie, which is why I don't talk about it, because what I do with alcohol in my life has nothing to do with how alcohol shows up in your life and what it means for you socially and how you interact with your people and what you enjoy, all those things. So that's where I teach you to think about those things in class. And we do have a lesson on alcohol in class. So you can kind of visit that when you're in there. And for some people, alcohol is not a problem. And for others, it is the problem. So problem meaning it's the thing holding you back from what it is that you say that you want. So I know for me, as I've gotten older and the deeper into menopause I get, I really do address the relationship I have with alcohol and where it fits in my life and why I value it so much and where I need to be honest with it. And so you'll get to have the opportunity to do that as well. Laura, I struggle to eat right. Fasting I can do most of the time. I lost 65 pounds 5 years ago, but I've gained back 25. We eat out 2 to 3 times a week due to work. There's also FOMO, fear of missing out on foods that look and smell great. Okay, so here's the deal, Laura. Is food looking and feeling great more important to you than losing the 25 pounds you gained back? And you're the only one that can answer that question, because you think you're missing out on something that's like an immediate gratification, but then you're going to walk away from that dopamine hit of eating food that looks and feels great to your brain and having to manage your thoughts about those decisions and what it is you feel about the 25 pounds that you gained back. And so you're the only one that can determine that. I go out to eat and I can choose what it is that I want to eat, and I can say no thank you to things that I know aren't going to serve me. You have to build that relationship with you and your brain and your body to get to that point where going out to eat and saying no thank you to something that's not going to serve you is not also connected to FOMO, because you're missing out on something in the future. You're missing out on another part of you if you're also living with regret and disappointment about decisions you've made. So there's always FOMO. There's always going to be those feelings that we have and those thoughts that we have. It's like I say, you know, there's a lot of hards in our life. You can manage hard by struggling with your weight. You can manage hard with disease. You can manage hard with regret, or you can just say no thank you. And that can be hard too. Which hard do you want to pick? Which FOMO do you want? The FOMO of the food or the FOMO of your future? You, Laura, are the only one that's going to be able to make that decision for you. Loretta, it's not luck, but very well thought out. I absolutely agree. I pay attention every day. Thanks, Diane. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, there's no one's getting off in life lucky, or no one's getting off in life without struggle. No one's getting off. It's what we think in our own mind to justify our own disappointment or our own regret or our own whatever. So everyone's struggling. No one has it easy. It's how you think about it that's really going to change things for you. Anita, mindset is so important, and I'm grateful that you never fail to remind and encourage us to be honest with ourselves and make the choices that helps us meet the goals we want to achieve. May 21 grad. Yeah, always work on that, and you will never be disappointed. You will never be disappointed because you get to choose how you think, right? And that's what we're really striving for. Maria from Miami, Florida. I'm going to be in Miami soon. Fasting for 5 months, lost 27 pounds, walk 5 times with 40 minutes. I'm in your class now, learning lots and have lots of energy, clear mind, and feeling my best. Fast for 24 hours. Awesome. So I think you mean 20 hours and feast for 4. Remember, here's one of those things. Again, we got to be clear with our brain and how we dissect things for ourselves. So if you're fasting for 24 hours, you're never eating, because we're running on a 24-hour clock. So if you're doing 1 meal a day, you're probably fasting for 23. If you mean 20 hours of fasting and 4 hours of feasting, we can break that down too. But be very clear about what it is you're doing, and that will really help clear up some of the results you're getting or maybe not getting as well. But girlfriend, I'm excited for you, and I'm going to be in Miami in a couple weeks. Super excited. Can't wait to get in some warm sunshine. Dale, I'm having an issue with dry mouth waking up at night. Have you had any experience with this? Any thoughts as to why this is happening? Anytime I wake up with dry mouth, it's just because I didn't drink enough water, or I'm not hydrated enough. It could be something going on in your house with the humidity where you live, like all kinds of things. So Texas in the wintertime is dry. And we tend to run the central heat and all those kind of things. And so I just drink more, and then see if that can fix that for you. It doesn't necessarily mean that anything big is going on. Margaret, what if I close my eating window early, fast for 20 hours, fast for 20, feast for 1, and then jump right back into another 20-hour fast? Well, if you're only eating one time and it's one experience of eating and it takes up 30 minutes, then you go into your next fast. Your fast time depends on when you started your next fast and when you end your next fast. So if you're going to fast for 20 hours, right, then if you're only eating once, then you're really fasting for longer than 20 hours. So there's a point where you have to just get a pen and paper out, and you kind of have to like log it out. If you're only eating once and it's just whatever period of time that you're eating and then you stop, that's the next fast start time. So hopefully that helps. We have a worksheet for that inside of class. So if you took class, just go back to that setting up your fasting protocol worksheet. Hello from Olympia, Washington. Hello, my friend. Sharon, I am just doing it. Started back last night at 7 p.m. Did 2.5 mile walk this a.m. Also trying a weaker black coffee. So far, so good. Good. Keep us posted. Kristen, August 22 grad. Feeling incredibly grateful to be part of this community. It makes so much sense to me and is working great. Love it. Jeanette, girlfriend, the answer to everything is 24. Don't waste your time thinking about it. Join the class. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. And yeah, the answer is 24 most of the time, right? But then we have to remember we want to build in a little bit of that flexibility. We don't want to be so rigid. Let your life happen. Enjoy your memory making moments, all the things. Jeanette, don't waste time. Yeah, exactly. Cami, I started 16-8 fast today to prep for next class. Boy, does my head hurt, but I do have my why. Good. Stick to your why. Up your water, up your electrolytes. Sometimes the headache is just part of the shift and the change that your body is having to go through because you're doing something to prepare for the future. It will pass, and you'll be grateful that you went through this now for what you're about to get in the future. Dale, join the class for sure. Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you for being my spokespeople. It's really easy for me to sit here and say join the class, but when you guys say join the class as graduates who are thriving here in this community, it means the world to me. And I know people who are sitting on the fence kind of looking and wondering if they should jump in. Your encouragement for them to join the class is what it's going to take for most people. So I appreciate you guys. Susan, November 22 grad, thanks for the mindset comments. It really is the most important thing. It is. Eddie, how do I sign up for class? A fictitious told me I should be able to do intermittent fasting for 22 hours. That's a long time. I'm also pre-diabetic. Physician, I think is what it is, told me. Eddie, there's a link in the comment section. So if you scroll up on YouTube comments here on the live, you'll see the link. You can also find the link inside the description box here as well. And I'm going to post the link again. So now it's going to be below you on YouTube also. So hopefully you'll see it pop in. You can go to fortodaysagingwoman.com. There's places there you can sign up, and you can go to fortodaysagingwoman.com/find hyphen out more. It's also in the link. So you can go to both places. I figured out it was a doctor. I was pre-diabetic also, and that's what really started my intermittent fasting journey. And that's the journey that I take you on in class, all the things that I did to reverse that pre-diabetic condition. And I haven't had to deal with it since. I was only 49 at the time. So I'm 56 now, and I don't even worry about diabetes. So, I would love to have you in class. I would love to be part of your journey as the women who are also here as current students and graduate would love to be part of this journey with you to reverse that so you don't have to manage it either. Mic drop. The answer was amazing. Mindset is everything. 100%, Dorita. Sherry, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Yes. Waiting for how to join. I put it in the comment section for you, and I just have to get through all the comments. So I saw you. It's right underneath where you said thank you. About a minute after you did that is when the link posted. Sandy, my husband says my answer to everything is fast or drink more water. Yeah, I say that's the answer to everything too. So me and your husband are right on the same page. If you're bored, go drink some water. If you're feeling out of balance, go do a fast. If you're fast it out. When in doubt, fast it out, Sandy. So tell your husband I appreciate him, because that's exactly what I would say too. Okay, I love you guys. I got to go. I got to get prepared for my midlife mindset shift live coaching call. So if you're inside there, I'll be live with you guys on Zoom in about 10 or 15 minutes. If you want to join class, there are links in the comment section here from the live chat. There's also links in the description box below, Facebook and YouTube, or you can message me. I'm always willing to get you set up and registered for class as well. We do start on the 4th of March. Registration does close on the 3rd at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you have any hesitations for you personally about joining class, message me. I will help answer any questions that you might have or anything that your brain is, kind of holding you hostage for and not letting you join. I will do my best to convince you that this is the best opportunity for you. So always feel free to reach out to me. I will give you any information I can to help you get started. Esther, I'm a student not working at the moment. I can't join right now, but I will. I just keep watching your videos to get tips. 54 years old, postmenopausal, due to chemo, need to shed 65 pounds on a 48 pound. I think you've already lost some weight. So good. Yeah. If you don't have the means financially to join class, I get it. I've been in those positions before too. That's why I come here. Just do the work. Ask the questions. I will help you the best that I can. But there is something that does happen with our brain when we join, when we make that commitment. And if you're that kind of person that needs to have that click for you, just join. I promise you, I take the best care of you. Your community will take the best care of you. And then you can come back as a grad for sure. And in due time, the opportunity for you, if you cannot join class now, will present itself. I promise you it will. But keep coming back here. We're here for you either way. Appreciate you too, Elda. And then Sharon, so glad I tuned in, needed some motivation. I'm glad you tuned in too, girlfriend. Love having you here. I will see you guys on Thursday at noon Central Standard Time. If you follow me on Instagram, you can catch me there tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We do like a Ask Me Anything and I answer questions over there as well. A little different from here, but super fun over there. If you guys want to follow me over there, I'd love to hang out with you on Tuesday. Have a good rest of your President's Day if you get to have the day off. Otherwise, I will see you guys around.